Good morning. So do I need to vary my foods more, or can I just eat the same foods? That was a question I had yesterday, and I wrote a blog on it about mackerel, of course. But the two things I want you to consider with this: do I need to eat the same? Do I need to vary foods more? Can I eat the same foods? Does it make it easy? Number one. Number two, does it make it convenient? They're the two questions to make, because the harder we make it for ourselves, the less likely we are to stick to it. And that's the problem in the first place, especially at the start when you're changing habits. It's really hard. And when you see people out there, even so-called professors selling certain diets, Dr. XYZ on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, saying, you have to have like 70 different seeds and this meal, get as many of this. It's like, no wonder I watch it and I'm overwhelmed as well. And it's like, we don't need to do this to get results. Yeah, if we're doing a quick quote unquote detox and cleanse, and they're just words that make us feel good, sure, but we can get results doing a lot less. And I think this is an important thing to consider. So why keep foods quite samey? Well, if you look at research, and let's base this on research, not opinion, not what we think, people who keep weight off over time tend to make their life easier. They tend to lower the amount of willpower they have to use. For example, if you ask them what they have for breakfast, it's like porridge on a Monday, porridge on a Tuesday, porridge on a Wednesday, porridge on a Thursday, porridge on a Friday. Or they're like eggs, or yogurt and berries, whatever. It's like really simple and stable. And their lunches may be similar. Then perhaps in the evening, they plan their evening meals. And this is where it comes into it. Like for me, I keep my breakfast and lunch very simple. It's either yogurt-based, egg-based, mackerel-based, fish-based, you name it, that's it. Like, it's really simple. Nothing crazy. Doesn't do much. And I spoke yesterday, actually, in our Q&A, in our 100-day, in our Kickstart group, which if you want more details on the way, by the way, just comment with Kickstart or send over information, or go to frucifit.com and you can apply on there. But we were talking about soups at lunch, like making some soup, lentil soup, chicken soup, whatever it is. So you got leftovers for the next day. Keep it simple. Like, don't overcomplicate this. And if you can commit to that, then you might want to vary it for a period of time. And the great thing about this is the less variation there is, the less reasons there are to give up. It's almost obstacle proof. There's going to, you might feel really motivated on Sunday to have different meals every time. But the reality is the week starts and things get in the way. And we have to make sure that those obstacles are on the way, not in the way. Surely, yes, they are going to come, but how we respond to them is key. So if we're at least making a fewer decisions by going, I know what I'm having for breakfast, even if it's boring at the start, go for a week or two and go, right, this is now boring. Okay, let's change it a little bit now. But you've done it for 2 weeks. Take confidence from that. What did your body respond? How did your body respond? Did you weigh yourself? Did you not? And it might be worth either weighing yourself daily, taking the average, or even going, screw the scales for 2 weeks. I'm just going to be consistent with habits. Because you know what? You'll get results if you're consistent with those habits. Bit of a tangent on here, but I hope that helps. I hope that helps you realize that it doesn't have to be really complicated. Just really make it simple. Try and get protein at every meal. As many veggies as you can. These two things are going to keep you fuller for longer, more satisfied. It's going to help you create a calorie deficit. It's going to help you increase food volume, but decrease calories. So your quality goes up, you're going to be fuller for longer, and you're able to more easily get into a calorie deficit, which helps us lose fat, which obviously improves our health if we've got excess body fat. So start there. Don't overcomplicate it. Pick one thing, and it could be today that you plan your breakfasts. Done. Don't try and plan it all today. Don't leave this and plan it all. Plan one thing. What's the low-hanging fruit? It could be, I'm going to make sure I get some protein at my lunchtime, because at the moment I'm not. I'll do some soup, and I'll have soup every day. I'll buy shop-bought soup, chuck it in the microwave, whatever. Every day, done. One less thing to think about. It's quite a nice thing to say. Anyway, I hope that helps. Any questions, as always, let me know. Have an awesome Tuesday.